Alright, I'm back. We got ourselves one of my Mexican brews that I brought back from my escapades in Mexico. This one is from Cervezaria Principia, and this one is called Cruzar Mango New England IPA. Nice label. It has Mosaic and Citra, 6.9 it looks like. 6.9, and got a decent amount in English, but I don't think it's going to give me anything else that's helpful, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the old bottle opener on the brush stand, crack that open, and cheers. So I don't think I've had a bad one from Cervezaria Principia. This one is nice. Has a nice mango fruitiness, citrus notes. Very nice. And it's not without a little bit of a hot bite on the tail end. Very nice. It's very refreshing. It's hot in this bathroom. Might already see a little glaze, but it is hot. I got the bathroom window cracked. So let's get into this shave. I don't know why I threw my hands in the water before I showed you the soap. That's how eager I am. We got 345 Soap Company Fresh Cut Fade. And this was a sample that was made and sent to me by Brian, the Wet Shave Experience. If you saw my mail call unboxing video. Brian, we did another sample swap, and so I sent him some stuff, and he sent me some stuff, and fortuitously, this sample arrived, this and others arrived, before 345 Shave Week, which was, unbeknownst to me, going to be initiated by BBS Live. You know, they do their themed weeks, and, it just sort of worked out like that. I had no idea that they were going to do a 345 soap week, and it just worked out like that. So, we got the Lancaster Razorworks bowl and the Moon Soaps by Kent Designs brush with that maple and purple heart, and then we got a Heritage Collection shaving gelled boar that a tip looks like it just snapped off of. And that wasn't a full hair, because these hairs are long. They're like 2 inches, 2.5 inches long, something like that. That one was like just under an inch, so it was more like a tip snapped off, which is a concern of people's when it comes to gel tipping natural hairs. You know, the treating process to create gel tips. People worry about their beloved brushes that they spent a lot of money on. And they worry about how the gel tip process could, negatively affect their longevity. And I don't think any of us have had any gel tip brushes long enough to know, what the long-term effects of gel tipping is going to be. And I'm not going to speculate or anything. I haven't put too much thought into it, but I have heard a lot of people talk about it, and luckily I haven't invested too much money in high-end knots. So if I end up getting fucked by my gel tip boars or my gel tip badgers, at least I can rest easy knowing I can get fucked like everyone else that spent, double, triple what I spent on hand-tied shit. Anyways, so let's talk a little bit about the scent. We got 345 Fresh Cut Fade, which is supposed to be a modern barbershop, I believe. And I think it hits the mark on that. That's what they were aiming for, and I think that's what they achieved. It's I'll say it's very fresh. I think the Fresh Boys, this is a barbershop for the Fresh Boys. It's very fresh, very clean. It does have like a little bit of that like herbaceous old school barbershop vibe, but I feel like it's lacking like a little bit of the like powder and depth. It's definitely more on the fresh, bright, clean side. Alright, we got the Rockwell 6 Shady, and that's the black and silver variant, and we got a second or third use RiteAid Daylogic double-edged blade in there, which I presume is made by Persona, because it looks just like, it looks like the like Persona stainless, maybe Med Prep or something like that. Like it has the same markings where it's like just arrows on a blank blade. But I don't see Persona anywhere on the packaging. But I still kind of suspect that it is. And of course this Rockwell 6S was given to me by my dearest degenerate brother, Lord Shady. He got into a situation where he had more than one Rockwell, and instead of selling it and recouping some money or returning it for a refund, he passed it on to me free of charge as a gift. And so I always appreciate Lord Shady, or Joey. I always appreciate Joey for doing that for me. And I appreciate Brian for sending me these 345 samples. 345 is a brand that I really like their soap base. And I like the brand. It seems like good people, you know what I mean? And they seem to be kind of the sweetheart brand of wet shaving this year. I agree with Chris on that one. I am CDB. I agree with him on that one. Looks like we got a ugly blemish down there. They do seem like the sweetheart brand this year. But 345, they have a wonderful soap base in my opinion. It is a luxurious, high density lather that has plenty of slickness. Look at that. I mean, high density. It has plenty of slickness. If you believe in cushion and protection, it's there. If you don't believe in cushion and protection like me, then it has plenty of luxurious density that just feels great and adds to the experience of your shave. It has everything that you could ever want out of a shaving soap. I think it's a great soap base. My problem with the brand, I feel like the labels are weak. If you care about that sort of thing, not everybody does. It's definitely not enough to stop me from buying a release. The label isn't enough to stop me. I don't care. But it's just an observation. The labels are weak. They're childish. And then the other thing is I don't feel drawn to their scents. Like, Other than Old Red, the scent notes on Old Red sounded real good to me, and I love that one. That's a great offering. Old Red. I believe it was released during the holiday season, but they keep it around. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think they keep it around year round. But Old Red was a good one, and I got that one, and I really enjoy that one. But other than that, nothing calls my attention to buy. Like, they have a good lineup of scents. Nothing calls my attention. So that's why I appreciate Brian for doing a little sample swap with me. He has a decent amount of 345 stuff, and the last time we did a sample swap, he sent me Shark Bite, and that was nice. It was a nice scent. I enjoyed it, but I didn't like it enough to buy it. Like, I just enjoyed my shave that I got with it, and I appreciate Brian for sending that. But I didn't like it enough to buy it. I thought it was nice, but not enough to buy. It was a playful, fruity scent, Shark Bite. And then just, the rest just didn't call my attention. Fresh Cut Fade, I was like, I have interest in it because it's kind of hard to fuck up a barbershop. But I don't like these modern barbershops as much as I like traditional barbershops. Like, I kind of like the warmth and the spice and the more powdery, herbaceous vibes. And these fresh, clean barbershops, I feel like they just toe the line too close to like a citrus scent. Not saying this one does, but some of them do. And this one definitely does have like fresh, clean vibes, like a laundry detergent or some shit, you know? If it wasn't for that little bit of herbaceous note, that's kind of like, I feel like it's like the saving grace from keeping it from feeling like laundry detergent vibes. But this is another one that's going to go in the category of I like it, but not enough to buy it. It's a shame because I really do love the soap base. I think the soap base is fucking fantastic. And I just don't know. Like, I've smelt off the puck the rest of the samples, and I don't really know if I'm gonna end up buying any of these. If anything, these samples are just going to help me make informed decisions, and in this case, probably not end up buying anything. But the positive to that, even from 345's standpoint, is that I don't have a bad experience with their soap. Because of samples, I don't have a negative experience with them. It might not have led to a purchase, but it's left the door open. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have a bad experience, felt burned by a bad scent, and I'm not talking figuratively, or I'm not talking realistically burned like frag burn. I'm not talking like that, but feeling burned like I spent, you know, this week's play money on 345, and I really hated the scent, or the scent was lackluster, and I just feel like I wasted my money, and now I need to go through the effort of selling it, instead of going through that ordeal, samples have left the door open for me to make an informed decision, and then in the future, I can move forward with their upcoming fragrances without having a sour taste in my mouth. You know what I mean? Like, even though these samples didn't lead to a purchase now, they've allowed me to have a neutral experience with 345 instead of a negative one, if that makes sense, and I hope it does. Because even though their success rate of exciting me enough to buy something is very low, I haven't had a negative experience, so I'm going to keep trying their stuff. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep giving them a chance because I haven't had a negative experience with them, you see? And I don't know, to me that makes perfect sense. To you it might not, but I think samples are a good thing for the shaving community and the shaving artisans, whether they lead to sales or not. And I don't think anybody could change my mind on that. I think samples are integral to a good buying environment. Whether you swap samples with your buddies, or you get free samples with your orders, or artisans or vendors decide to sell samples, which is also fine. I'd rather be out $3-4 instead of being out $20 to $25. You know what I mean? The point of entry is much lower, and that means if I do get burned by the purchase, the burn will be much milder. So, I know I've went over this before, but it's worth rehashing. I think samples are absolutely integral. And there's so many good people in this community that you guys should help each other out. You know what I mean? Me and Brian, the first time we swapped samples, it's not like we were fucking super close, buddy talking. We barely knew each other. But out of mutual support and camaraderie, we decided to do a sample swap, and both of us being upstanding gentlemen, we both came out, you know, with knowledge and some positive experiences. And so, can't hate on that. Or at least you shouldn't hate on that. So I'm mixing up the Hygge from Mammoth Soaps and then good Oleo from Chicago Grooming Company to make a powerful skin food / evergreen barbershop. Wonderful. The Chicago Grooming Good Oleo is a wonderful skin food product, and then the Mammoth Soaps Hygge is a killer scent. I absolutely love that scent. It's one of my favorite scents in my whole den, Hygge. I definitely don't see eye to eye with Mammoth all the time, but Hygge is undeniable for me. I absolutely love Hygge. It's a great scent. Plenty of warmth. I think the barbershop facet of Hygge is a bit of a stretch. You're really stretching the imagination there, but I think it's a wonderful seasonal offering. Okay. That pretty much does it for me. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed this shave. Hope you had a good Monday. Mine was a rough one, but good shave clears that right up. So, cheers guys. I'll catch you on the next one.